Hi, everybody. Hello. We wanted to tell you a little bit about BizCore. BizCore has been going a good few years now and is actually getting some really exciting activity together. So it's run by myself, Thea May. Some of you know me as Dolly May, but I recently moved over to the other half of my full name, so Thea May, and Cliff Miller.
Hi, I'm Cliff Miller. I've been the co-chair for about a year and a half here, and I'm excited to show you, if you don't know, the cool things that BizCore offers VASTA members.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's a wonderful community to run. We have so many sessions going on. We have sessions every single month, the Lighthouse sessions, which is, Cliff's going to tell you a little bit more about. But we essentially gather and share skills around what it is to run a business, so your own business or your own studio, but also what it is to coach outside of the arts. So you can come and find resources for either of those two pieces. Do you want to say something else, Cliff?
But I do. I want to show them where to find our page on the website.
Woo!
I feel like if I can accomplish that, my mission is fulfilled. So you're going to need to
Wicked.
go to programs. And you know what? Hey, there's no programs here. What do I do? Well, I got to log in. That's what you got to do. So log in. I'm logged in. Boom. Oh, wait, programs. There it is. And we're an interest group, different from committees that actually help run the function of VASTA. We are serving the interest of the membership. And you can see we got ArtsCore, we got BizCore, we got EduCore. You click on that BizCore tab, and you're going to find our mission statement for the VASTA membership here. Two beautiful people on the left-hand side of the screen.
Right.
And our curators, Diane Robinson, Cheryl Moore Brinkley, Melissa Hurt, and Kendra Kingsbury help run this organization, and Darren Orm is our board liaison. So what's important about this is finding where past Lighthouse sessions are stored. You can also view the history, great history. Cheryl Moore Brinkley created that. And so you go to this page, and then you're going to click on these links. We had Andre. I need to fix this link here. Andre hosted a beautiful one on exploring language and teaching settings. Nancy Bose and Voss and Rocky did coaching publishing. William did foundations of business. We got the great Marina Cook for learning how to coach for lawyers and political candidates, and on and on. Just wonderful resources for you running a business. And so you might ask, hey, well, how do I find about new ones, right? How am I going to figure out how are these going to be announced? Well, we have an announcement that will happen on the homepage under upcoming VASTA events and deadlines. You don't see one because we just had one yesterday, but there'll be one announced about 2 weeks beforehand. Katrina Cow did yesterday's. It was wonderful, exploring storytelling in the context of working with migrant workers and business people and other leaders. So that's how you find out about us. Once a month, usually it's the second or third week of the month is when we have stuff going on, usually around Monday, but that changes. So that's where it is, y'all. That's how you get a hold of us.
Yeah, and if I can add something. So yeah, we've had don't necessarily, if you're not actually running a business yourself, you're still going to find really useful stuff here. So Alyssa Weinzimmer did one on how to do a video course or video coaching. So that was way back, and now it seems so relevant, right?
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of types of resources. Go and dig around in them. They're all 90 minutes long, 60 to 90 minutes long. Just go and enjoy them and skill up and tool up. And it's what's lovely is that we're getting different people every single month turning up. So it's really nice seeing all these new fresh faces, getting a feel of who's in VASTA and people we don't normally get to see. And yeah, it's going on every month. And the other thing that goes on is we have a community call. Those aren't necessarily every month. They tend to be about every 2 to 3 months. And that's usually a question is held within that space by whoever's hosting at that time. So who did the last one?
Diane Robinson.
Diane, of course it was. Yeah. That was a great, intimate, interesting conversation. And they've got a different feel to the lighthouses. They're very much more of a curated chat and sharing, and they're really worth getting to as well. So There was one other thing to tell you all.
The one other thing, I think it might be, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you have something to share with the VASTA community, if
He's
you
right.
have
That's it.
uncovered some really cool thing that you'd like to share with us, we want to know. We want you to host a Lighthouse session. We're booking those for 2021. So you can email us, bizcore@vasta.org, and we'd love for you to host something for us.
Yeah,
That's it.
absolutely. He's bang on. That's totally what it was. Thanks, Cliff. And we're actually going to do what we did a couple of years ago, which is to pop up an online schedule, and you can just come and pick your month and choose your title, and yeah, come and do it. It's great. I've done a few. Other people have done more than one. You know, it's an opportunity to share our skills and our experience as members with each other to help each other just keep smashing it.
Smashing it. That's it.
Smash
Name
it!
the game. All right.
Hello, Vasta. I come to you from the plains of Nebraska, where there are church bells ringing and birds singing and flowers just starting to fade. I am the chair of EduCore. EduCore is an interest group for any VASTA member who would like to gather to talk about or to engage in conversation around classroom teaching, student learning, pedagogy, and the scholarship around those things, whether formally or informally. Looking at practice-based research, how can I be a better voice trainer for my students or my trainees? We have turned most of our attention over the last couple of months to creating the COVID-19 document that VASTA put out. But after our attention was on creating the document, we then followed that with 5 weeks of what we call the VASTA Teaching Laboratory, where I saw many new faces, but also many familiar faces, to talk about how best to teach in this time. We have a number of events coming up, including some follow-up, less formal versions of the teaching laboratory, where we can just gather and talk about how it's going. And I just want to show you where to find that information. So I've opened the VASTA homepage here, and I've signed in, and I can go to member resources and click on discussion forums. At the bottom of this page, you'll find 3 discussion forums for EduCore. I never post more than one thing a month in one of these 3 places, so you can subscribe and feel like you're not going to get inundated with EduCore information. The Statement of Teaching Philosophy group here will be updated twice a year, once in June and once in December. This is an opportunity to talk about those academic things like the Statement of Teaching Philosophy, but also CVs, and kind of review what your semester was like. The book club started by Diane Robinson a few years ago has only just made it into the discussion forums, but you can see an announcement about that coming up very soon. And then this third one, EduCore General Announcements and Discussion. If you're going to subscribe to any of these 3, this is the one to do. And this Announcements and Discussion is a place where you'll be able to find things like when community meetings are happening and how to get in touch. My email inbox is a place for you to send anything about suggestions or questions or ways to connect on all things EduCore, education, scholarship, pedagogy related. So please reach out at educore@vasta.org. Peace.
Hello. This is a demonstration of a talking picture. Notice, it is a picture of me and I am talking. Note how my lips and the sounds issuing from them are synchronized together in perfect unison. My voice has been recorded on a record, a talking picture.
Hello, this is Amy Stoller coming at you in a talking picture. On behalf of Doug Honorov and Adrian Moore, my partners in crime at ArtsCore, I want to thank those of you who filled out our recent survey. We all want to get back to work. We are using the answers you supplied us to help us plan future events, and our first event will be about coaching film and television in the time of COVID. We want to get back to what we really do best.
Ta-te-ti-to-tu.
Ta-te-ti-to-tu.
toe too.
We don't have a schedule for our first event yet, but when we do, you can be sure we will let you know, and we look forward to seeing you there and then.